Hey everybody, Hernandez here with your broker tip of the month. This month it's all about leads. And one thing we know for certain is that unless we have leads in our businesses, then we have no business being in business. With that said, there are some key items that everyone that is out there generating leads and processing leads must know in order to be successful at converting those leads. So we start with our target audience. Who is it that you're marketing to? What kind of lead do you want? And what kind of person fits that lead? Is it first time home buyers, luxury seekers, investors, you name it? Based on that, what are their top 5 pain points? So what's keeping them from buying? What holds them back? What are some of the difficulties that that specific lead runs into on a consistent basis? With that information, you can then create valuable content. So this is where you can put your thinking hat on and think, well, if this person has a pain point because they can't normally buy a house because of financing, now you have to create content based on financing. Or if this client has a pain point because they want to buy multiple houses but don't know where to start, now you know that the content needs to be geared towards that. So anything that has to do with analysis, tips, or insider knowledge, that is what gives you the ability to look and feel like an expert and therefore make those people want to work with you. Next, management. So how are you managing your leads? What happens when a lead comes into your system? First thing we want to do is know what we're going to say when they are in the system. So what's the script that we're going to use to call them? Two, how are we going to follow up with them for the first 8 days to know what category to put them in? That's called an 8x8. First 8 touches in the first 8 days. And last but not least, how are you going to follow up with them by text occasionally just to make sure you keep them warm and keep them connected to you? All right. Now, once you've gotten that all in place, you can put your lead strategy in place, your lead generation strategy in place. And that could mean adding adding an ad to Facebook. You're running a campaign, maybe going to local events, leveraging some of your referral networks. There's all sorts of ways now that you've established everything that you can then create your lead generation strategy. And last but absolutely not least, how do you plan to continuously improve? So managing is part of it, but also improving each time that you do get leads. How are you going to make it better? And the only way to do so is to track your metrics. How many leads did you get? What was your response time? What are your conversion ratios? And overall, how satisfied are those leads with everything that you are sending in terms of value? With that said, I hope that you will join us in our upcoming class, which will teach you all the ins and outs, and moreover, show you how to use AI like ChatGPT to help you put all of these pieces together for your business to help you generate more business as we end this year and most importantly, begin a rock star new year. With that said, Hernandez here with your broker tip of the month. We'll see you next time.